All right, so today we're diving into something a little different. It's a daily walking routine,
All right.
and it's laid out in this document that you provided.
Okay.
Now, before you think, oh, just a walk in the park,
Right.
let me tell you, this is anything but.
Yeah. This is fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is not just a casual stroll.
Right.
It's meticulously structured, this routine. It's
Yeah.
almost like a moving meditation with specific exercises kind of built in throughout. And it really, I think, speaks to the growing awareness of how these small, deliberate actions done consistently
Yeah,
can really have a ripple effect on your overall well-being.
absolutely. And it doesn't waste any time getting right to it, this document.
Okay.
It outlines a routine that takes place between 4 and 6 a.m.
Wow.
We're talking dedicated time before most people's days even begin
Right.
for a walk that includes things like windmills.
You know, that early morning time slot is really interesting.
Yeah.
There's a certain stillness to the world, then
Yeah.
fewer distractions. It's almost like carving out a space for self-care and mental clarity before the demands of the day start rolling in.
Yeah.
In fact, the document even mentions encountering fewer than 6 vehicles during the entire 2-hour routine.
Wow.
Imagine that kind of tranquility.
Wow. That really sets the scene, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This sense of peace and quiet. Maybe a beautiful sunrise, and this person is out there walking in the lane because the world is asleep.
It really highlights the power of finding those pockets of calm, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Creating a mindful experience, even within the context of something as simple and accessible as a walk.
Yeah.
And it really does resonate with this growing body of research on the benefits of mindful movement and its impact on stress reduction.
Yeah, absolutely. And this routine you've shared, it's not just about seeking serenity, is it? This individual, they're incorporating some intriguing exercises.
Right.
One detail that really caught my eye was this emphasis on walking backwards.
Okay.
What is the thinking behind reversing direction like that?
You know, it might seem a bit unorthodox, but there's actually a surprising amount of research that supports the benefits of backwards walking.
Really?
For one, it engages your muscles differently than forward walking does.
Okay.
It activates muscle groups that we often neglect.
So it's like cross-training for your body,
Exactly.
forcing it to work in these new ways.
Precisely. And the benefits even extend beyond just muscle activation.
Okay.
Studies have shown that backwards walking can improve balance and coordination, which is particularly relevant as we age.
Right.
There's even research suggesting that it can enhance cognitive function
Really?
by challenging the brain's spatial awareness and coordination centers.
It's like you're giving your brain a workout, too.
Yeah.
You're forcing it to adapt and create new neural pathways.
Right.
It kind of reminds me of how learning a new language or playing a musical instrument can help keep your mind sharp.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
This routine really does seem to embrace that holistic approach to well-being.
Yeah.
It addresses both the physical and the mental. And speaking of integrating unique elements,
Yeah.
did you notice the use of simple tools in this routine?
I did.
A hand gripper and, wait for it, plackers.
That's right. The image of someone strolling down the lane, diligently flossing their teeth.
Right.
It definitely sparks some curiosity.
Yeah.
What is the rationale behind incorporating something like that?
Well, I think it's a clever example of habit stacking.
Okay.
This idea of integrating healthy practices into activities you're already doing.
Mm-hmm.
You're out for your walk. You're engaging in this mindful movement. Why not maximize that time with a little bit of dental hygiene?
Yeah.
Plus, the document stresses the importance of maintaining belly breathing throughout all exercises,
Aye.
even while using the plackers.
Wow.
It speaks to a real dedication to mindfulness, even in the smallest of actions.
Yeah.
And that emphasis on breath work, it seems to tie in beautifully with the next element of the routine.
Okay.
Stretching.
Right.
The document outlines a variety of stretches, emphasizing full range of motion, and again, that focus on mindful breathing.
Right.
It seems to transition really seamlessly from the more active elements of walking and using these tools to a more introspective practice.
It's like the routine is guiding you from something that is very physically active to something that is more calm and reflective, but you're still moving.
Exactly. And let's not forget about all the benefits of stretching.
Yeah.
Improve flexibility, better posture, reduce risk of injury,
Right.
and of course the stress relieving effects of, you know, deep mindful breathing.
Yeah.
It really is like a moving meditation, as you said.
And, speaking of mental well-being,
Okay.
the general health section of this document, it really stuck with me.
Okay.
There's this insightful line in there about how to maintain mental health.
Okay.
And it says to stay busy with constructive tasks, reach for more knowledge, and learn new things every day.
Right.
And it seems to go beyond just the physical aspects of well-being, you know?
Yeah.
It seems to really delve into the importance of mental engagement and continuous learning.
It is a really crucial reminder, I think, that our minds need exercise just as much as our bodies do.
That's right.
And a lot of times those two aspects of well-being are really interconnected.
Right.
You know, the act of walking itself can be a form of moving meditation.
Yeah.
It can be a time for reflection, a time and space for new ideas to kind of emerge.
Right.
Combine that with, that conscious effort to engage in lifelong learning. And I think you have a really powerful recipe there for mental agility and resilience.
Absolutely. So as we think back on this unique approach to well-being,
Okay.
this meticulously crafted walking routine,
Right.
what are the key takeaways here?
Yeah.
What can we take away from this deep dive that might inspire our listeners on their own journeys toward a healthier and more mindful existence?
Well, I think it really boils down to a few core principles.
Okay.
The first and foremost being the power of mindful movement.
Right.
It's not just, going through the motions, but it's about really bringing awareness to your body, to your breath, your surroundings. Secondly, consistency. Okay.
Making these practices a non-negotiable part of your day-to-day life, a true commitment to yourself.
Yeah.
And then finally, that beautiful concept of integration,
Okay.
finding ways to seamlessly weave these healthy habits into your existing routine,
Yeah.
making them feel less like chores and more like these intentional acts of self-care.
It's not about overhauling your entire life.
Right.
It's about making these small and sustainable changes that over time can have such a profound impact
Yeah,
on both our physical and mental well-being.
absolutely.
It's about, figuring out what works best for you as an individual.
Right.
What brings you joy and a sense of connection with yourself.
Precisely. Maybe it's incorporating a few minutes of stretching into your morning,
Yeah.
or finding those moments for mindful breathing throughout the day.
Right.
Or, maybe it's even just adding a unique twist to your walks.
Yeah.
Something that challenges you both physically and mentally.
Right.
Who knows, maybe you'll even find yourself reaching for those placards on your next stroll. No, that would be a sight to see.
Right.
Well, this deep dive has certainly given us a lot to think about.
It has.
Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration of a surprisingly insightful walk.
My pleasure.
And remember, sometimes the path to well-being is best traveled one mindful step at a time.